Hello everybody, I am getting ready for my next adventure, and that is Agno. It's about 2.5, 3 hour drive, maybe closer to 3.5 hour drive from here. Specifically, we're going to Abagatanen beach, and hopefully be also driving to Umbrella Rocks. Abagatanen Beach, if you do a quick search on that, you'll see that it's one, gorgeous, two, it's considered the #1 beach in Agno. It's on the internet, so it can't be wrong, right? And then and it's also surrounded by high mountains. Okay, so very steep drop-offs, and then right to the water. And where I'll be staying is right on the side of one of those steep drop-offs, if you will. Umbrella Rock, I'm not sure if any of you have heard of Umbrella Rocks, but it's known for its rock formations right on the waterfront that look like umbrellas. I did hear, though, that a lot of the structures there did get knocked down, and a big storm rolled through here in July, end of July, beginning of August, and I heard that some of those structures did get knocked down, but some of those rock formations did survive the storm, so we'll see. Weather forecast, of course, we're in the rainy season, and we do expect a rain 80 to 90% in the afternoons. I'll be gone about a day and a half, 2 days, and I'm hoping to get some really, really good shots in between these storm fronts moving in and out. One of the things I was talking to a friend of mine about was, the reason you don't want to just go out when it's a bright, sunny, blue sky day type thing. One, the light gets really, really harsh, and two, there's just no detail in the sky. And so my type of photography is I always like to have some detail in the sky for those shots. And if you look at my last week's video, in Agno, you'll see that I had a lot of detail in the sky, sometimes too much detail in the sky because of the gray and everything else, because we're in rainy season, that's what we get. But so I'm hoping to have that a little bit balanced while we're down there. The other thing I want to be doing is taking my drone out. I purchased a drone about 60 days ago, and for the last 45 days or so I've been practicing flying it. One, so I'm safe with it, and two, so I don't lose the thing. I do have to admit, these DJI drones, I'll put the exact model in the link below, but I do have to admit these things are pretty dummy proof, if you will. There's a max altitude setting, there's optical avoidance. If the battery gets too low, it automatically returns. If it breaks lock with the handset, it starts coming back to you. And it's also, I didn't test the loss function, but from what I understand, and I will verify that, but from what I understand, if it does get dropped off somewhere in a faraway field that has a homing mechanism, you can go find this thing. So I'm very, very, very impressed with it. The other thing is the quality of the stills and the videos on this thing are absolutely amazing. I shoot raw all the time, and then I edit this stuff on my computer here later on. But I have to admit, these raw files are stunning. I think a typical raw file is 50 megabytes for the stills, but it's just been stunning. I do have to admit, I'm still learning how to get the most out of the sensor and the lens on these cameras. But so far the results have been pretty good, and hopefully I'll hone those skills a little bit more on this trip. So with that, I got to pack, I got to get gas, I got to get a snack for the road, and then get on the road. So I'll see you down in Agno. Okay, so almost at our destination. I thought I would just pull over, taking these breathtaking views with you. I'm sure you can see how just absolutely gorgeous that is behind us. Hey, as luck would have it, as soon as we arrived here, had about 5-10 minutes of partly cloudy skies, beautiful light on the seascapes, and within 5 or 10 minutes, the heavy storm clouds started rolling in with thunder and lightning. Well, it did stop raining just now, and I have visibilities of the shoreline, but still no details in the sky. Still a solid gray sky. So what I thought I would do is some long exposure photography. I haven't done long exposure photography in about 12 months or so, but I picked this particular scene because the seascape has this beautiful S shape as it goes out into the horizon, as long as the stunning colors. And I wanted to flatten down the ocean just to bring out and highlight that beautiful seascape. Morning, everyone. Well, the sunrise did not quite turn out the way I thought it would turn out. Last night I was checking I have this app, I can't recall the name of it, I'll just put the link below here. But basically checking for cloud coverage, how high the clouds are, because the higher the clouds, more or less, the more the sun's able to reflect off those clouds and you get those brilliant skies behind you. It didn't quite turn out the way I wanted it to. There was a lot of low-lying clouds which blocked the sun coming up this morning. So the sky was a little bit on the dull side, but I still think I got some amazing shots. But what I did is I took my drone out and I was able to fly on the opposite side of the mountain here in Agno, and I believe I got some amazing shots there. And we'll see when I get home and edit it. Hardly anybody here today. A lot of nature hasn't been touched yet, which is amazing. And what you'll see if you just scan here this way, you'll see these amazing rock formations all up and down the coast. So what I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to go ahead and capture these rock formations. I've had to put a CPL and a neutral density filter on just to kind of block out some of the harsh light behind me. Again, what makes it tricky today is the light. It's partly cloudy, so one moment I'll just have flat light, next moment I'll have this gorgeous dappled light.
followed by just way too bright. Trying to make the best of what I have here. I think we're zeroing in on some amazing shots. Okay, so probably did about 4 to 5 hours worth of photography this morning, all up and down the coast here in Agno. I think we got some pretty amazing shots. Plus, more importantly, I was able to explore this area and got some ideas for later on. The weather wasn't 100% cooperative. It was heavy, dull skies 1 minute, and then they would break up within minutes, and it would be harsh light. But I think I was able to work around all that and get a few shots. We broke for lunch around 12 o'clock. There was about 35% chance for rain today, intermittent thunder showers. Well, it's been raining for the last 4.5 hours. Heavy thunderstorms, lightning. It's just been completely overcast. So sunset probably not going to happen tonight because the skies are so dark. Which is a shame because this is like a perfect opportunity for sunset. The way the sun comes in at an angle, I think it would have been absolutely outstanding.